Someone got paid last Friday. By Sunday night, the money was already gone. Rent, bills, groceries, a couple of takeout meals, one impulse purchase they will not even remember next month. Their bank balance is back to where it was 2 weeks ago. And next paycheck, the exact same thing will happen again. This is the paycheck to paycheck trap, and it has nothing to do with how much money you make. According to recent surveys, 65% of Americans live this way. 40% of people earning over $100,000 a year live this way. Income is not the problem. The system you use to move money on payday is the problem. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what to do every single time you get paid. A simple 4-account system that runs your money on autopilot. And the one account most people have never heard of. The one that quietly builds 90% of your future wealth. Welcome to Fin Finance. If this is your first time here, hit subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss a video. We publish every single week, and every video is built around one goal, giving you real financial strategies that actually move your life forward. Today we are breaking down the 4-account system you should be using every single time you get paid. Specifically, how to split your paycheck the moment it lands, where each piece should go, and why most people accidentally engineer their own paycheck to paycheck trap without ever realizing it. Let us get into it. Let us start with the numbers, because they explain why this trap is so common. According to Bank of America's 2026 report, roughly 65% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. 40% of people earning over $100,000 a year live the same way. 56% of Americans cannot cover a $1,000 emergency from savings, and the average American spends nearly every dollar they earn within the same month it lands. Almost everything that arrives in your account leaves within 30 days. But here is what these numbers actually tell us. The problem is not that people are not making enough money. The problem is that they are using a broken system to move it. Most people deposit their paycheck into one big checking account. Bills come out, groceries come out, subscriptions come out, impulse purchases come out. By the end of the month, whatever is left over, if anything, gets called savings. The problem is that whatever is left is almost always zero. And the reason almost everyone uses this exact same broken system is something almost nobody explains. Picture a single bucket sitting under a faucet. Every payday, water pours into the bucket. But the bucket has dozens of small holes drilled into the side. Rent, groceries, utilities, gas, restaurants, subscriptions, random purchases. Water is constantly leaking out of every hole. And there is no separate container collecting the water you actually want to save. So no matter how much flows in, the bucket drains itself empty by the end of every month. This is exactly what a single checking account system does to your money. It mixes every dollar together and it punishes you for the way the human brain naturally works. Psychologists call it mental accounting. Mental accounting is just a fancy way of saying that your brain treats every dollar in the same account as the same money, even though some of it was supposed to be for rent, some for groceries, and some for saving. Once it is all in one place, your brain stops keeping track. You see a number in your checking account and your brain quickly calculates, do I have enough to spend on this? You almost always say yes, because the money for next week, next month, and next year is sitting right there next to the money for tonight. Your brain cannot tell the difference. And the banks know this perfectly well. They actively encourage you to keep everything in one checking account, because the longer your money sits in their low interest account, the more they earn off it. You were not failing. You were operating exactly the way the system was designed to make you operate. And once you see how the bucket is built, you cannot unsee it. Here is the part that most financial videos completely skip, and it is the most important part of this entire video. You did not get this wrong because you are bad with money. You got this wrong because of how your brain naturally works. Every single day, your brain makes thousands of small decisions. What to wear, what to eat, what to reply to, where to spend. By the end of the day, your decision-making power is completely exhausted. Psychologists call this decision fatigue. Decision fatigue just means the more choices you make in a day, the worse your decisions get later that day. This is why willpower-based budgeting almost always fails. You can promise yourself in the morning to skip the takeout tonight, but by 7 p.m. after a long day, your brain is too tired to fight that decision. You order the food, you feel guilty, you promise to do better next month, and the cycle repeats forever. Now, here is the secret wealthy people figured out a long time ago. They removed willpower from the equation entirely. They built systems that move their money before they could touch it. Automation does not care if you are tired, stressed, or having a bad day. It just moves the money. This is why the 4-account system works. It uses your bank's automatic transfers, a free feature inside every banking app, to do the hard work that your brain cannot do at 7 p.m. on a Tuesday. The money is gone before you ever see it. You spend what is left, not the other way around. Before I show you the exact 4 accounts you need to set up, be honest with me in the comments. Type a 1 if you have only one bank account right now and everything goes in and out of it. Type a 2 if you already have more than one account but are not sure how to split your paycheck between them. Drop your number below so I know who I am talking to. Whether you typed a 1 or a 2, let us run the real numbers on what a broken paycheck system actually costs you. Imagine 2 people, both earning $60,000 a year. Take-home pay, after taxes, about $4,000 per month each. Person A uses one single checking account for everything. At the end of every month, around $50 is left over. They tell themselves they will save it next month. They never do. After 10 years, Person A has saved roughly $600 total. $600. Person B uses the 4-account system we are about to walk through. 20% of every paycheck, $800 per month, automatically moves into a high-yield savings account paying around 4%. A high-yield savings account is just a normal savings account that pays a much higher interest rate, usually offered by online banks. Another 30%, $1,200 per month, automatically moves into an investing account that buys broad index funds. Person B never sees this money. It moves the second the paycheck hits. After 10 years, Person B has roughly $100,000 in savings and around $200,000 in investments. Same income, same job, same career, just a different system on payday. The 4-account system did not require Person B to be smarter, stronger, or more disciplined. It just made the right choice the automatic choice. And now I am going to show you exactly how to set it up. Here is the rule. The moment your paycheck lands, it splits automatically into 4 accounts. Not 1, 4. Let me walk you through each one and the exact percentage of your paycheck that goes into each. Account 1, your inbox. This is your main checking account at any normal bank. This is where your paycheck lands first. Nothing stays here long. Within 24 hours of payday, the money splits automatically into accounts 2, 3, and 4. Think of it as a sorting station, not a destination. Account 2, your spending account. This gets 50% of every paycheck. This account pays for your fixed bills, rent, utilities, phone, internet, groceries, gas, plus a small lifestyle budget for takeout, coffee, and small purchases. You can use the same checking account here, with a debit card for everyday spending. When this account hits 0, you stop spending for the month. No exceptions. No transfers from the other accounts. This single boundary is how most people break the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle for the first time in their lives. Account 3, your safety account. This gets 20% of every paycheck. This is a high-yield savings account paying around 4% in 2026, instead of the 0.4% your normal bank pays. You open one online at banks like Ally, Marcus, or Discover. This account holds your emergency fund. You do not touch it for vacations, gifts, or upgrades. You only touch it for genuine emergencies, job loss, medical bills, major car repairs. Once it holds 3 to 6 months of your essential expenses, you stop adding to it and redirect that 20% into account 4. Account 4, your growth account. This gets 30% of every paycheck. This is where 90% of your future wealth is going to come from. This is the account most people have never heard of and almost never open. It is an investing account, either a Roth IRA, which is a personal retirement account where your money grows tax-free for life, or a regular brokerage account, which is just an investing app like Fidelity, Charles Schwab, or Robinhood. Inside this account, you buy broad index funds. An index fund is a single investment that automatically buys hundreds of companies at once, like the S&P 500, which holds the 500 biggest companies in America, including Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, and Google. Set up an automatic monthly purchase inside the account. Never touch it. Over decades, this account is the one that quietly turns ordinary salaries into real wealth. Now here is exactly what to do first. Tonight, before you sleep, open your banking app. Open 2 new accounts, a high-yield savings account and a Roth IRA or brokerage account. The high-yield savings account takes about 10 minutes to open. The investing account takes about 15. Then set automatic transfers for the day after your next paycheck lands. 50% stays in checking, 20% moves to savings, 30% moves to investments. That is it. You have just installed the 4-account system. And from this paycheck forward, your money will move itself, quietly, automatically, in the right direction for the rest of your working life. Most people will spend the next 40 years pouring water into a single leaky bucket. You just learned how to build a system with 4 separate buckets, each one holding its purpose, each one protected from the others. This is what wealthy people quietly do every single payday, and now you do too. Tonight, before you sleep, open at least 1 new account, a high-yield savings or a Roth IRA, just 1. Set the automatic transfer this week, and let your paycheck start doing the work for you. If this video changed how you think about your money, hit subscribe, drop your current account count in the comments below, 1, 2, 3, or 4,